Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about integration. So now I will show you the answer. We need to use about integration by substitution. So we put about u equals to the square root of x plus 1. Later that we put the square in the both sides, because we have 2x in here, so we multiply both sides with number 2. Later that we put number 2 on the left. Next we still have x minus 1, but we just concentrate about x in here, so we put number 1 on the left. The last one, we do first the derivative of this one, and we got about 2u du equals to dx. This one we change for u. 2x we change for this one. S we change for u square minus 1. Dx we change for this one. This one you got about negative number 2. This one we put about negative u, negative number 2. Next we can do about factorization of this one in here. Next we have 1 over 2, so we got about 2 multiplied with 1 over 4. So that means we need to have 1 over 16. That means we need to minus 1 over 16, because we just add, then we need to minus. 2 multiplied with negative 1 over 16, you will got about negative 1 over 8. Negative 1 over 8, negative number 2, you will got about negative number 17 over 8. This one we need to change into u minus 1 over 4 to the power of 2. Now we can use about integration by trigonometric substitution. So we have u minus 1 over 4. We need to change into the square root of number 17 over 4 multiply with secant of t. Later that we do first the derivative for the both sides. Because we still have u and u in here, so we put negative 1 over 4 on the right. Why do we need to have the square root of number 17 over 4 secant of t? Because I want to do about factorization of 17 over 8 after we put power 2 in here. and we got about secant of t squared minus number 1 in here. Now we put this one go in here. U we change for this one. And here du we change for this one. Next we need to simplify this one with number 2 in here. You got about 17 over 8 secant of t squared. The square root of 17 over 8 we put outside. This one you got about tan t squared. The square root of tan t squared you got about tan t. Now we need to simplify this one with this one and tan t. So you will got about the square root of number 2 over 2 after we divide with this one. We have number 2 in here and we have number 2 in here. We simplify again. Now we multiply everything in here, and that's it, the result after we expand everything in here. So I will concentrate about secant of t to the power of 4 and secant of t to the power of 3. Secant of t to the power of 4 we will go about secant of t squared multiply with secant of t squared dt. About secant of t squared we can got about tan t squared multiply with number 1. So in this situation we can use about integration by substitution. So we put about z equal to tan t, dz equal to secant of t squared dt. This one you got about z squared. This one multiply this one you got about dz. So you got about z to the power of 3 over 3 multiply with plus z plus c. About z that's about 10. Now let's go to this one. We can use about reduction formula. That should be about the integral of secant of t to the power of n dt. So we got about n minus number 2 over n minus number 1, and we have the integral of secant of t to the power of n minus number 2 dt plus secant of t to the power of n minus 2 multiplied with tan t, and we have n minus number 2. So n is about number 3. We put number 3 in here. So this one we got about 1 over 2. This is n minus 1, sorry. So you got about 3 minus 1. So you got about number 2. And this is you got about secant of t. This one you got about secant of t. The integral of this one you got about ln of the absolute value of secant of t plus tan t, and we put about c in here. Now the integral of secant of t squared you will got about tan t. The integral of secant of t you will got similar of this one. Now we combine everything in here. This one we will got from here. This one we will got from here. This one we will got tan t. This one we will got this formula from here. Now about t, we go back in here. We divide both sides with the square root of number 17 over 4, and we got about t equal to secant of u minus 1 over 4 over the square root of number 17 over 4. So we put this one to replace about t. So secant of secant you will got about this one inside. Next, about u, we got about the square root of x plus 1. And this is the final answer. That's it the end. Thank you for watching.